So now we're driving the Porsche Cayenne, and straight up, what better way to start than launching the vehicle. So I'll just stop here, and the first thing to do would be turning off the traction control. So now the traction control is off. I'll turn to the first gear, left foot on the brake. I'll floor it from the right. Actually ended up touching 130 kilometers an hour in less than, I believe, 10 seconds. So that is the level of performance you're getting in the Cayenne. And in the normal daily use, the vehicle doesn't seem sporty. If you respond with a gentle brisk on the accelerator, the vehicle also responds back with a gentle thrust. This does not seem as brutal as I just showed you. So for that, I'll just put it back into normal mode, and the chassis control is actually separate, so I'll just set it back into normal. And now the vehicle seems smooth to drive. This won't respond back as brutally as it did before. Now if I were to floor it, of course, then the vehicle will also react with this. But in normal driving, if I'm doing things slowly, taking my time off the accelerator, the vehicle will not disappoint me. And this could actually be masked off for a economy car when you're driving it in the normal modes. So this is actually the dual personality that Porsche has embedded into the vehicle. If you pry it, the beast awakens, but if you don't, the vehicle stays calm and brisk in acceleration. And the steering wheel is actually very precise. There are no movements that are sudden, and when you actually change into sport mode, the steering wheel becomes even more precise, and shifts actually happen really quickly. This is actually a CVT torque converter, so the gearbox is nice. Could have been better with a dual clutch, but who am I to complain when performance figures are this big? With a CVT, you actually think what it could have achieved with a dual clutch inside. Suspension is actually on the stiffer side. There is a bit of a road noise inside the vehicle on bad roads, but simple everyday cruising seems very nice. So now I'm just going to turn on this traction control. So now I'm cruising at 80 kilometers an hour, and this doesn't feel any different from a luxury SUV. And it actually is really nice in masking the DNA of Porsche in the normal mode. This is actually an 8-speed transmission, so the power distribution is actually very even. There are no narrow bands below, and if you were to floor it, for example, in the normal modes, or for example if I'm in sport, I just happen to floor it, so it will take a bit to drop the gears and then it will respond. So it will take a second, drop the gear, and then you feel that push coming. And you actually not ever need to shift manually, because the vehicle will give you the shift that you need. So it is only on the track that you feel the need to shift manually. So now we're back in normal, and up until in the lower ranges of the RPM, the torque distribution is great. below 2000 rpm there is a bit of that lag, but that is common across all turbocharged vehicles as this. So I'll just try and demonstrate to you again in kick down how the vehicle accelerates in the normal mode, not sport. So now I am at roundabout, I'll just go to 90 and cruise. So the vehicle is right now in 7th gear. Let's just wait till it puts itself in the 8th gear, right? So yeah, so it's in 8th gear and I'm at 100 kilometers an hour. Now I'll try and floor it. So it went down 5 gears to get me to the 3rd gear and now into 4th. So this is how smart the gearbox is. It will skip gears to give you the gear that you actually need. Very sporty, very nice to drive, and it actually instills performance into you. You feel confident, you never feel out of place. So this gong that is going on right here is the speed alarm. So when you cross 120 kilometers an hour, this gong will go off. Again, I'm in 8th gear, I floor it back to 3rd gear, and that music inside your ears is filled by the 6-cylinder pumping out. The whole cabin gets filled with the noise of this engine, and actually this is not noise, this is music. The whole cabin fills with music from the 6-cylinder. Rolling down the windows, the wind noise is there, but I'll just try and give you a listen of the engine. So there's a lot of wind noise, but I believe you guys can actually listen back at the exhaust note. Unfortunately, there is no control for the exhaust note. This is actually happening automatically. I believe in the turbo version you get exhaust note calibration, that is with sport and comfort. Right now we are driving in comfort, and you can again and again listen at the exhaust doing its thing. The ride quality, I'd say, is a bit on the stiffer side, mostly because this is focused more on the sporty driving. You can also have an individual mode, so you can set everything according to you, but the preset works good enough. Throttle response, I believe, doesn't change a lot across driving modes that are normal and sport. The throttle response seems pretty standard across all modes, but the gear shift ratio does change and the suspension also changes, but only the throttle response seems same across all these modes. So I believe I've covered everything that I could around this vehicle. Since it is more driver oriented, I tried to demonstrate how it would feel to drive this. So I guess I'll end the review here, and do like, share and subscribe, and do let me know for any other further improvements or any suggestions. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.